Good morning, and thank you to everyone for being here. We're here today at Tiger Mountain, standing just a few steps from some of the most beautiful, structurally complex, and ecologically valuable forest land in the state of Washington. If you listen, you can hear the wind in the canopies. You can see the layers of the canopies behind us. This is the kind of forest we want future generations to inherit. These forests are vital to sequestering and storing carbon, supporting critical habitat, and providing the biodiversity essential to maintaining both ecological and economic sustainability. But our world is changing. The impacts of climate change are all around us, and we continue to see a rapid loss in biodiversity. Fortunately, since 1957, the Washington State Department of Natural Resources has been a world leader in thoughtful, sustainable forest management by constantly evolving and innovating to meet the moment. So now, to meet this moment of change and challenge, we must evolve again, which is why today I'm proud to sign a commissioner's order to conserve 77,000 acres of structurally complex forests across western Washington, including every acre of our older forests. Conserving these acres will allow us to steward them. Conserving these acres will allow us to nurture and steward them in new ways so that we can do more for our climate, more for habitat, and more for the communities we serve. We'll also use these lands to diversify the revenue state lands have provided since statehood. That means tapping into ecosystem services, which simply put means generating revenue for the benefits these forests provide: clean air, stored carbon, healthy water, and wildfire resilience. A broad-based panel of experts, after 2 years of study, recommended many of these strategies, from carbon credits to avoided wildfire emissions, from leasing excess water rights to new markets like blue carbon and biodiversity credits. Washington is well positioned to capture the full value of what our forests provide. That's why this winter we'll ask the legislature for authority to enter into these markets, to let us generate revenue in new ways that are ecologically beneficial. Moving forward, we also will seek to acquire additional forest lands to provide more revenue and wood supply down the road. Also, in some cases, ecological thinning to improve habitat, forest health, and accelerate stand stage development also may provide revenue opportunities from these lands. And finally, we'll seek increased value from existing timber sales by promoting mass timber markets, maximizing return on certified forest products, and reviewing how we structure and configure timber sales. Today's action builds on the pause I initiated on my first day in office in January on the sale of all structurally complex mature forests. That pause gave me the chance to travel the state, to see these forests firsthand, to learn from our foresters and scientists, and to listen to tribes, beneficiaries, industry, conservation leaders, and the public. Meanwhile, DNR foresters and scientists used that pause to accelerate the development of an innovative new tool to map structurally complex stands. Their work identified even more of these stands than expected, making it possible for us to take this major step forward while still meeting our responsibilities to schools and local governments. What we're doing today is the largest forest conservation action in Washington in a generation. It will accelerate our progress on climate and habitat goals, create room for innovation, and diversify revenue, while ensuring sustainable timber harvests continue elsewhere to support our schools and our counties. This is how we move forward responsibly. This is how we ensure a just transition that supports rural communities and leaves no one behind. This is a big step, but this is only the beginning. Today marks the start of a new era of forest management in Washington, an era where ecological and economic needs are not in conflict, but aligned, and I couldn't be prouder or more excited for what's ahead. And with that, I would like to turn it over to Alyssa Macy, CEO of Washington Conservation Action. Alyssa?